The Untold Secret. Emma, a passionate yet perpetually struggling artist, had dedicated years of her life to honing her craft. She longed for the day when her work would captivate and inspire, but no matter how hard she tried, her conscious creations never seemed to resonate. That is, until she made a startling discovery, one that would change her life forever. Over time, Emma began to notice a series of extraordinary artworks that mysteriously appeared in her studio. They were unlike anything she had ever created during her waking hours, bursting with vibrant colors, fluid brushstrokes, and an undeniable sense of depth and emotion. She felt drawn to them, captivated by their enigmatic beauty, but couldn't fathom how they came to be. One night, after a fitful sleep, Emma awoke to find herself standing before a fresh canvas, her hands stained with paint. The realization slowly dawned on her. It was her subconscious mind, unfettered by the constraints of her waking life, that was responsible for these awe-inspiring masterpieces. She was a sleepwalking artist, creating extraordinary pieces beyond her conscious abilities. This revelation left Emma feeling conflicted and disoriented. She struggled to reconcile the duality of her artistic identity, feeling as if her sleepwalking self was a separate entity altogether. The artwork she created during her somnambulant episodes was undeniably powerful, yet she couldn't shake the feeling that it wasn't truly hers. After all, she had no control over her nighttime activity, no conscious part in the creation process. As her sleepwalking artwork began to draw attention and admiration, Emma made the difficult decision to keep the origin of these pieces a secret. She couldn't bear to reveal the truth, that she was unable to consciously create art of such magnitude. The praise and acclaim that accompanied her newfound success only served to heighten her feelings of guilt and disconnection. Emma's secret was both a blessing and a burden, a double-edged sword that granted her the recognition she had always desired, while simultaneously driving a wedge between her conscious and subconscious selves. Her journey was one of self-discovery and acceptance, as she sought to understand the artist she was during the day and the one that emerged from the depths of her sleepwalking nights. She grappled with the truth that she concealed, a secret born from the enigmatic and powerful creations that only her subconscious mind could unlock. About Emma. Emma's story began with an event that would forever shape her life, though she herself remained blissfully unaware of its significance. At just 5 years old, she experienced a near-death encounter that would go on to define her as both a person and an artist. It was a sweltering summer day when the family next door invited young Emma to join them for an afternoon swim at the local lake. Their daughter, a confident swimmer, had been boasting of her aquatic prowess, and Emma, not wanting to appear inferior, insisted she too could swim. The truth, however, was quite the opposite. As the children splashed and laughed in the cool water, Emma found herself in the deep end, struggling to keep her head above the surface. Panic set in, and as her limbs flailed, she began to sink. The darkness of the lake enveloped her, and for a brief, terrifying moment, Emma teetered on the edge of oblivion. The neighbor's father, sensing something was amiss, plunged into the water and pulled Emma back from the brink. Though he had saved her life, he chose to downplay the incident, fearing the consequences of his carelessness. Emma's parents remained in the dark, never fully grasping the magnitude of what had transpired. As the years passed, the memory of her near-death experience lay dormant within Emma, buried beneath layers of trauma and denial. But it was not to be silenced forever. Emma began sleepwalking, and during these nocturnal episodes, fragments of her submerged past resurfaced in the form of breathtaking works of art. They were a vivid testament to the emotions and sensations she had experienced that fateful day at the lake, though she herself could not consciously recall the event. Seeking answers, Emma turned to a therapist, hoping to unlock the mystery of her sleepwalking creativity. As their sessions progressed, she began to sense that the truth, once revealed, could put her burgeoning art career at risk. Fearful of losing the very thing that had brought her success, Emma abruptly ended her therapy, choosing instead to continue with life as it was. Meanwhile, the neighbor who had saved her life all those years ago watched from afar as Emma's star ascended. As her artwork gained acclaim, he felt a sense of relief wash over him, believing that she had emerged from the ordeal unscathed. Little did he know that the very foundation of her artistic identity was built upon the near-death experience he had inadvertently caused. In the shadows of Emma's subconscious, the specter of that fateful day continued to weave its intricate tapestry, manifesting itself in the remarkable artwork she produced during her somnambulant episodes. For Emma, these creations were both a gift and a curse, a tangible reminder of the trauma she had never truly confronted. As her career flourished, Emma was forced to grapple with the duality of her existence, torn between the artist she was during her waking hours and the one that emerged from the depths of her sleepwalking nights. Amidst her success, she carried the weight of her carefully guarded secret, a burden born from the hidden truth that lay at the heart of her artistic journey. During the opening night of her latest exhibition, Emma's former therapist stood amidst the crowd, her eyes sweeping over the mesmerizing canvases that adorned the gallery walls. In the swirling colors and ethereal landscapes, she recognized the echoes of Emma's hidden past, a truth she alone was privy to. She understood, perhaps better than Emma herself, the price her former patient paid for each masterful stroke, each haunting composition. Yet, as she looked around at the captivated faces of the onlookers, the therapist realized that Emma's art had become her lifeline, the window through which she could confront the depths of her own consciousness. It was through these somnambulant creations that Emma could attempt to reconcile the disparate parts of herself. And so, the therapist chose to remain silent, allowing Emma to navigate the murky waters of her past through the medium of her art. She understood that for Emma, this path, however twisted and uncertain, was the only means by which she could truly come to terms with the secrets that lurked within her and dive deep into areas of her subconscious that would only surface in her work.